What if everything you've been told about milk and bone strength was a lie? For decades, we were taught to drink glass after glass, believing it was the secret to strong bones and lasting vitality. But what if I told you that the very thing you trust to protect your bones might actually be doing the opposite? That's right, the truth about osteoporosis prevention is not what you think. Imagine this, you're over 50, doing your best to stay healthy, but every year you feel a little weaker, a little stiffer. You tell yourself it's just aging, when in reality, your bones are quietly losing density one day at a time. And here's the shocking part. It's not your age, it's your habits. The foods you eat daily are either building your bones or breaking them down without you even realizing it. Now stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll reveal a natural alternative that has 7 times more calcium than milk, supports menopausal bone health, and has been used for centuries to rebuild bone density naturally. No pills, no tricks, just real results backed by nature and science. I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s regain strength, balance, and confidence just by changing one small habit in their routine. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how they did it. So if you care about your independence, your posture, and your freedom to move, don't go anywhere. Because the solution might already be sitting in your kitchen, waiting to change everything. The hidden truth about calcium and milk. Most people were raised believing milk is the holy grail of strong bones. Drink your milk, they said, as if it were a magic potion against aging and fractures. But here's the shocking truth. Milk isn't the hero you think it is. In fact, several studies now suggest that relying on it might not protect your bones the way we were all taught to believe. Shocking, right? You see, the body doesn't absorb calcium from milk as efficiently as from plant sources. That means even if you're drinking 2 glasses a day, your bones might still be starving for what they truly need. Imagine this, you're pouring effort into the wrong source, while nature quietly offers you a better solution in the leaves of a single plant. The secret lies in understanding how calcium actually works in the body. It's not just about the amount you consume, it's about absorption, synergy, and balance. Without enough magnesium, vitamin K2, or even the right pH in your gut, that extra calcium can end up where it shouldn't, in your arteries, not your bones. And that's where the real danger begins after 50. When you start looking at how other cultures strengthen bones, especially in regions where milk isn't part of their diet, something fascinating appears. They use moringa, sesame, quinoa, and dark leafy greens, all rich in vegetable calcium and bone-protecting nutrients. And guess what? They show fewer signs of osteoporosis, even in old age. That's not coincidence, that's nature's intelligence in action. So maybe the real question isn't how much milk should I drink, but what if I've been looking in the wrong place all along? Because the truth about strong bones might just begin where milk ends, and that's where the story gets even more interesting. The silent bone loss after 50. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Bone loss doesn't announce itself. It doesn't ache, it doesn't swell, it doesn't warn you. Day after day, tiny bits of bone density slip away, quietly, invisibly, like sand through your fingers. By the time someone feels weaker, shorter, or breaks a bone too easily, it's often been happening for years beneath the surface. After 50, this process speeds up, especially for women after menopause. Hormonal changes slow the rebuilding side of the bone cycle, while the breakdown side keeps going strong. It's like having a construction team that stopped working while the demolition crew's still on the clock. The result? Bones that once felt solid now become fragile, brittle, and prone to fractures that can change everything about your independence. And yet, here's the hopeful twist. Your bones are not fixed structures. They're alive, constantly renewing, adapting, and responding to what you feed and how you move. Even after 50, even after menopause, you can still rebuild. Simple habits, like adding calcium-rich moringa, walking under the sun, or doing light resistance training, can send a clear message to your body. It's time to strengthen again. Think of your bones like your savings account. Every day, you're either depositing or withdrawing. If your diet lacks plant calcium or vitamin D, you're making silent withdrawals. But if you nourish yourself intentionally, even 1 spoon of moringa or sesame can become a daily deposit into your future mobility and freedom. So if the danger is silent, the solution must be conscious. And that's where understanding how your bones renew themselves changes everything. The role of collagen and bone cells. Most people think bones are just hard sticks, dry, lifeless structures. But inside every bone, there's a silent factory at work. Tiny builders called osteoblasts are busy creating new tissue, while demolishers called osteoclasts remove the old parts. It's a constant dance of creation and renewal. The problem starts when the demolishers outwork the builders, and that's exactly what happens with age, stress, and poor nutrition. Here's something few people know. Calcium isn't what gives bones their flexibility. Collagen is. Collagen is the soft scaffolding that holds the calcium crystals together, giving your bones strength and elasticity. Without enough collagen, even the best calcium can't protect you. It's like building a wall of bricks without cement, solid at first, but fragile under pressure. Your body naturally produces collagen, but after 50, that production starts to slow down. That's when joints begin to creak, posture changes, and fractures become more common. But you can support your collagen network through simple, natural actions, adding vitamin C from citrus fruits, silica from oats, and amino acids from seeds and legumes. These small habits are like whispering to your cells, keep rebuilding. What's fascinating is that foods like moringa and chia aren't just rich in calcium, they also provide the cofactors your bones need to use that calcium effectively. They help your osteoblasts, those hardworking builders, stay active longer. And when they do, the body starts to repair what time tried to erode. So, when you understand this inner rhythm, the builders and the breakers, you begin to see that bone health isn't just about what you eat. It's about balance, renewal, and giving your body what it needs to keep the construction going. The daily mistake people over 55 make. Here's a hard truth. Most people over 55 think they're doing everything right for their bones, when they're actually making things worse without realizing it. Every morning, millions start their day with coffee and toast, skipping real nutrition and calling it a light breakfast. But that caffeine, combined with low protein and no minerals, quietly steals calcium from the bones over time. It's a small mistake repeated daily, one that silently weakens the very structure meant to hold you up. Many also believe that just drinking more milk or taking a calcium pill will fix everything. Unfortunately, that's not how the body works. Too much isolated calcium, without the balance of magnesium and vitamin K2, can build up in the wrong places, like arteries or joints, instead of your bones. It's like trying to fill a leaking bucket without fixing the hole first. The intention is good, but the result backfires. And let's be honest, modern life doesn't make it easier. Hours sitting, processed food, and little sunlight slowly add up. The body becomes like a house that's never repaired, only painted over. What's missing isn't just calcium, but movement, fresh nutrients, and awareness. Even 10 minutes of morning sunlight and a handful of sesame seeds can make a visible difference over time. What's inspiring is that the fix isn't complicated. It's not about chasing expensive supplements, it's about restoring habits of vitality. Replace that second cup of coffee with a smoothie rich in plant calcium and collagen-building seeds. Try it for a week and feel the difference. More energy, better mood, lighter joints. These are signs that your body is thanking you for paying attention. Because the truth is, the small things you repeat every day matter more than any pill. And when one of those small things is the right food, a superfood, in fact, that's when the real transformation begins. The power of moringa, the bone superfood. Now, let's talk about a plant that deserves a standing ovation, moringa. Known as the tree of life, this green miracle has been used for centuries in parts of Asia and Africa, not as a trend, but as a daily survival food. One spoonful of moringa powder contains 7 times more calcium than milk, plus magnesium, potassium, and iron, all in a form your body can actually absorb. It's nature's perfect formula for rebuilding bones naturally, especially after 50. Unlike milk, which loses much of its calcium during digestion, moringa offers bioavailable calcium, meaning your body recognizes and uses it efficiently. That's why people in rural villages who never drink milk still have incredibly strong bones. They get their minerals straight from plants. Their secret isn't luck, it's moringa benefits in their purest form. What makes moringa even more powerful is its synergy. It doesn't just bring calcium, it brings the team needed to use it: vitamin K, amino acids, and antioxidants. Together, they boost bone density, protect joints, and reduce inflammation linked to menopause and aging. Imagine your bones as dry soil. Moringa acts like rain, reviving life where stiffness once ruled. And here's something remarkable. Many people who start adding just 1 teaspoon of moringa to their breakfast smoothie report feeling stronger, more energetic, and even sleeping better. It's not magic, it's restoration. Your body has been craving minerals that modern diets forgot, and moringa simply fills that ancient gap. So when it comes to osteoporosis prevention and natural strength, this humble leaf may hold the key. But what if you could combine moringa with other simple foods to create a bone-building shield even stronger than milk ever could? Let's explore that next. Alternative foods that replace milk and strengthen bones. Let's open your kitchen cabinets and look at the hidden treasures that can protect your bones. No milk required. Nature has already created a complete pharmacy of calcium-rich foods: sesame seeds, chia, tofu, quinoa, kale, and almonds. Each of these contains vegetable calcium in forms your body can actually absorb, with extra nutrients that help build bone density from inside out. Take sesame seeds, for example. Just 1 tablespoon provides more calcium than a small glass of milk. Sprinkle them over your oatmeal, salads, or even blend them into a creamy tahini sauce. That's a simple daily dose of osteoporosis prevention right there. And chia? When soaked overnight, its gelatinous texture not only hydrates your cells, but also nourishes your bones and joints with omega-3s and plant protein. Then there's tofu and quinoa, the underrated heroes of menopause and bone health. Tofu, made from soy, brings natural phytoestrogens that help balance hormones after 50, reducing the rapid bone loss many women face. Meanwhile, quinoa provides magnesium and protein, the very nutrients your osteoblasts, those bone-building cells, need to stay active. It's like giving your body the tools and materials to rebuild its own fortress. And don't forget the greens: kale, bok choy, and spinach. They act like gentle medicine, supplying plant calcium with a dose of vitamin K, which directs calcium exactly where it's needed. Imagine your bones absorbing nutrition that's pure, efficient, and full of life. It's a different kind of strength, one that's clean, stable, and lasting. By combining these foods, even in small amounts each day, you're creating a symphony of nourishment. You're no longer depending on milk alone. You're using the wisdom of nature to rebuild your strength, one bite at a time. But here's the real secret: knowing how to combine and use them properly is what truly unlocks their potential. How to consume correctly for real results. Here's the part where knowledge turns into transformation. Knowing what to eat is one thing, but knowing how to use it is what actually changes your body. The secret to strengthening bones after 50 isn't about loading up once a week. It's about gentle, consistent nourishment every single day. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once and expect lasting protection. The same goes for your bones. Start small. 1 teaspoon of moringa powder in your morning smoothie, a sprinkle of sesame over your lunch, or a few soaked chia seeds before bed. These aren't random snacks. They're microdoses of bone medicine. Your osteoblasts, the builders of your bones, respond to this steady rhythm of minerals and protein like music they've been waiting to hear. Give them consistency, and they'll reward you with strength. Hydration plays a huge role too. Calcium and magnesium need water to move efficiently through your system. So drink mindfully, not just coffee or tea, but clean water, herbal infusions, or even coconut water if you enjoy a natural boost. Think of each sip as a bridge carrying nutrients straight to your bones. And timing matters. Try pairing your plant calcium foods with vitamin C, a squeeze of lemon on your greens, or a slice of orange with your tofu meal. Vitamin C enhances calcium absorption and collagen formation, turning simple meals into bone-building powerhouses. It's not about eating more, it's about eating smart. Once you start applying these small rituals daily, you'll begin to feel the difference: steadier posture, better energy, and that subtle sense of vitality returning. But before you dive headfirst, there's something just as important: knowing the limits. Because even nature's gifts need respect and balance. Medical warnings and precautions. Even though nature offers extraordinary ways to prevent osteoporosis naturally, it's important to remember that every body is unique. What strengthens one person's bones might not be ideal for another, especially for those with thyroid issues, kidney disease, or specific medication routines. Before starting any new supplement or food habit, a quick chat with a doctor or nutritionist ensures that your journey towards stronger bones after 50 stays safe and effective. Moringa, for instance, is incredibly nutrient-dense, but taking too much can lower blood pressure or affect how certain medications work. The key is moderation. 1 teaspoon of moringa powder a day is usually enough for maintenance, and 2 for those needing more support, but always listen to your body first. Your body speaks in subtle ways, through digestion, energy levels, and sleep, so pay attention to those signals. It's also crucial to remember that food alone doesn't do all the work. Movement keeps calcium where it belongs, in your bones. Without weight-bearing exercise, even the best diet can't fully prevent bone loss. Simple activities like brisk walking, dancing, or light resistance training are powerful allies for bone density and hormonal balance, especially through menopause and aging. Another important point, avoid overloading on calcium supplements. More isn't better. Without vitamin K2 and magnesium, excess calcium may deposit in soft tissues instead of bones, raising the risk of arterial stiffness. That's why getting calcium from whole foods like sesame, chia, and moringa is safer and more effective. It's the natural balance your body understands. So yes, strengthen your bones, but do it wisely, consciously, and with respect for your body's rhythm. Because when you nourish it in harmony, your body rewards you with freedom, vitality, and the simple joy of moving without fear. And that brings us to something powerful, a truth that connects all of this together. So now you know the truth. Strong bones aren't built in a glass of milk. They're built in your daily decisions, one spoon, one seed, one habit at a time. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what actually works. When you choose natural osteoporosis prevention through foods like moringa, sesame, and chia, you're choosing freedom. The freedom to walk without fear, to move without pain, and to live fully no matter your age. Ask yourself this: are your habits building you up or slowly breaking you down? Because every bite, every sip, every step counts. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just start with one change today. Add moringa to your morning, replace milk with a sesame smoothie, or take a short walk under the sun. Your future self will thank you for it. And now, I want to hear from you. Which of these foods will you start adding to your day first? Write it in the comments below. Let's see who's ready to take control of their bone health, naturally. If you found this message helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos on healthy aging, bone strength, and longevity after 50. Because the journey to stronger bones isn't about luck, it's about knowledge, consistency, and the courage to start today. Remember, your bones remember everything you do for them. So feed them wisely, move with intention, and live with freedom. Because strong bones are not just about structure, they're about independence, confidence, and the life you still have ahead.
Go check the link in my bio. There is something extra waiting just for you, my friend.